I'll take the first question. Yeah, so how's the Airs doing so far this year? I think we've been doing great. I think that we're very fortunate this season. This is, obviously the fourth year that I've been the GM owner and manager and head coach for the IRB Bears. We've been playing pretty good. We've had, been fortunate, hadn't had that many injuries. Of my 4 years, I think this is the best chance we have to win it all, and I'm looking forward to it. So, next question. So, what are your strategies heading into the playoffs? Well, playoffs. I'm glad that you said that, playoffs. I'm happy to be here. No, seriously. Making sure that none of us get injured. We got to play smart. I think that. Look, I've always said that the season's broke up into two sections. Basically, which is from the beginning of the season is getting to the playoffs. That's the first part. Then once you're in the playoffs, then you worry about the winning the Clyde Smith Award. As far as strategies goes, I'm just going to make sure that the best players go out there every week. Look at my players' matchups. Who are we playing against? Who's Chris Cooley playing this week? Who the Redskins playing this week? Okay, well maybe do I want to put him in? Just standard basic stuff, That's what we need to think about. But who are some of your key injuries this year and key players that have made it so far? Injuries, like I said earlier, injuries can make or break your season. Key injuries that we've been fortunate. We haven't had many this year. Ryan Grant got hurt, at the beginning of the season. All y'all know that, and was placed on the IR, which is unfortunate. But we've been very fortunate with the people that we picked up that were free agents. We've been very fortunate with the starters that we've drafted. Obviously Reggie's been doing really well for us week in week out. Eli's been great. It's good that we drafted Ben too, because Eli was comfortable the first 4 weeks of playing without having any pressure from Ben. Ben came back, stepped up the first couple of weeks. It's good because now I can see who's Eli playing this week, who's been playing this week. And they've been very helpful, scoring us a lot of points, and that's great. Peyton Hillis is a hell of a nice guy. Great. He's a bowling ball running back. It's what I like. He's been unbelievable so far. So we've been very fortunate as far as injuries go and everything, and people pulling through us throughout the week. Yeah, go ahead. How about your matchup against Cowboys and Brokeback this weekend? Cowboys and Brokeback matchup. They're a good team. They're a good team. I'm really looking forward to this game. But let me tell you something. They've had theirs. They've had theirs. This Sunday is going to be be the reckoning. This is essentially the East Hall Championship. They've had theirs. That's pretty much all I got to say about it. Their time's coming. So what are your predictions about the remaining season and remaining teams? The predictions for the remaining of the season and the remaining teams. Well, let's see. Obviously, Invisible Lobster's not doing too hot. VSF is not doing too hot. I'm not even sure if Horse Green's still in the league. There's quite a few bubble teams that may or may not make the playoffs. You're in trouble as really the top 4 teams are obviously the Iron Ridge Bears and Cowboys are Brokeback, but then over to Waynebeau and Tinkerbell are the top 4 teams, and I could definitely see those 4 teams being the final 4. Obviously, if I want to get this final seed, this #1 seed in the East Hall, then I got to beat Cowboys Brokeback this weekend. We all got to do it as a team effort, and I'm really looking forward to it. Any other questions? Okay. Hey, it's a pleasure. See y'all next week.